let's go ahead and jump on into it here. Another episode of the Drunk Referee Podcast. Disappointing week for me.
Dude, I had such a midweek. I had the middest of midweeks.
It's just the first week of October, and I've already given up on Illinois football this year. So,
They had such a good year last year too, and they got absolutely stomped out by Purdue. Did you lock them in last week? No, you took the under.
I took the under, and of course, Purdue scores 44 points, 28 in the second half. What a joke, dude. Like I said, man, I'm done watching Illinois football this year. I think I don't know if I can watch any more of it, man. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of getting let down. It's like every year.
You can always jump on that Ohio State bandwagon.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, locks of the week. I don't know how I did. Syracuse, I locked them in. They completely sucked. USC, I locked in. They were looking good and then just couldn't get a stop. Cincinnati somehow loses to BYU. Utah loses straight up to Oregon State. Did I win a lock last week? I think I might have went over. Oh yeah, and Washington sucks apparently. So yeah, I don't think I won a single college football bet.
No, you took Maryland. You took Maryland and you took Oregon, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, Oregon won 42-6, and then Maryland stomped Indiana. So I won a whopping 2 out of what, 8?
Hey, that's all right, man. I'm pretty sure I went 4-4, so unless I ended up taking Tulane, in this case, I don't know how they did. So
I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Georgia barely beat Auburn. Georgia's scaring me, man. I don't know if they're national championship worthy. I don't know. I feel like they're playing a lot of close games.
They got a cupcake schedule as well. I don't know, dude. I think they might lose this week, honestly. I don't know. Georgia might come back down to reality after their 2-year run. Notre Dame was down, should have lost, and that ended up not covering for me because I took Duke. Washington, dude, I had a parlay going I was texting you about, and they just only beat Arizona by 7. I don't understand what that was all about. Texas, I thought looked good again. A&M ended up covering for me. Maryland absolutely blew out IU, but other than that, that's all I got for college. And then NFL, I was mid as fuck too. So
yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the NFL real quick. God, man, the Colts just dug themselves into a hole, and they almost got out of it. But you don't score any points in the first half. I mean, it's going to be tough to win games if you're giving up, whatever they give up 20 points in the first half.
Yeah.
I can't be that upset. I mean, they battled back. They showed some heart. They showed some grit. Thing that frustrated me the most was, dude, Stafford was throwing to one guy the whole game, and you couldn't stop him. Like, come on, man. All they did was give it to Nakua.
That kid's going to be good though. Only a rookie, but yeah, we were down 23-0, and last year's team, I think we would have rolled over and got beat about 55-0. So the fact that they came back, made it a game, put it into overtime, should have probably won. I was watching a clip on Twitter where Anthony Richardson throws a hell of a back shoulder throw with 1:50 left to Kylan Granson. Granson drops it. So, I mean, we could have got down there, gotten field goal range, but at least they were competitive. They should probably win this week against Tennessee. So,
Michael Pittman got on my nerves a couple of times. I mean, there's one where Richardson just, I mean, it may have been a little high, but Pittman doesn't even jump for it. It hits him in the hands. It's like he didn't even make an attempt for it. And then Richardson throws that bomb down to the end zone, which maybe should have been pass interference, but they didn't call it. But I mean, Pittman's he's nowhere even near the ball. I mean, dude, come on. Like you're supposed to be our number one guy. You got to make those plays. Alec Pierce, again, catch the ball. He reminds me so much of like Austin Collie. Like he's just smacking his head off the turf because he can't catch a fucking ball. Catch the ball, dude. Holy shit. It can like seriously, that's what you get paid to do. Catch the ball. Like if he gets touched, if there's anyone near him, he drops that motherfucker. I don't get it. Anyways,
I think we need to move on from the Colts.
yeah, I'm going to the game next weekend. Hopefully the Colts. I mean, they're playing the Titans. They gotta beat the Titans.
Jonathan Taylor should be back.
I hope so. That'd be big. All right, so Thursday night game, Lions beat Green Bay. Not really surprising. Detroit looks really good.
We both locked that in, right?
Yes.
Dude, I don't really remember all. I don't know if I had more NFL locks or like I don't really. I was in a daze last week.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I don't remember. Did we lock in the Jags?
I don't think so. I think I
You,
took,
you no, you took Atlanta.
yeah, I didn't lock them in, but I took Atlanta in the points.
Yeah.
Um, I know I locked in the Ravens, Chiefs, and Steelers. The Ravens won outright. The Chiefs, they they barely won, and the Steelers sucked. So
Yeah, man. What's going on with the Steelers? That surprised me. 6 points against the Texans. Yikes.
the fans are calling for their offensive coordinator's head, Matt Canada.
I think they need a new head coach.
That probably could also be a thing that they need.
I mean, it's been years. I think they went to the Super Bowl in 2012, I think. 2011. Haven't done anything since. So, um, yeah, it might be time for him to go. Buffalo Bills absolutely destroy the Miami Dolphins after the Dolphins scored 70 points last week.
Uh, Made a trade in fantasy. It just went through today. Old Kamara is no longer on my team. I got Devin a chain. Hopefully he'll carry the keeper league for me for the next decade or so. I'm putting my trust in old Devin a chain to carry the franchise to the promised land.
I got him on my team too. He's a beast.
I bought into his stock, man. I wanted to grab him, but I got him in a different league. But he was just a real hot commodity after he went off his first game, and for good reason. I mean, he scored 2 out of their 3 touchdowns in game 2 as well in his second game anyway.
Let's see. For some reason, I don't know why, but I took the Patriots on the spread this week. 3 points against the Cowboys. Mac Jones, and I've been saying this, dude. It's time for Bill Belichick to retire because I mean, he doesn't have Tom Brady to bail him out anymore. It's over. It's over, Patriots fans. Um, find a new bandwagon because the Patriots they're dead. Especially playing in that AFC East, they're not going to get anywhere in the next, Tua, Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen. Like, dude, they're in trouble. They're going to be bad for a few years. I feel like, which I love to see. I love when the Patriots lose. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh shoot. Yeah, they got blown out. Dallas's defense actually played really good again this week. But they got San Francisco coming up this next week, so I freaking picked up the Steelers defense in fantasy and benched Dallas's. Big mistake.
Anything else from the NFL this last week?
The Broncos finally got a win over your Chicago Bears.
Yeah, that's uh,
The Bears
that's
were up
what that's
20,
what Eberflus gets for leaving, dude.
the Bears were up 28-7.
Yeah, they're cursed, dude. They are cursed, and that, like I said, that's what they get for taking a huge piece of our team.
Yeah, well, I think the Colts are in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I They got to win this week though. Keep that momentum going. I mean, losing this week would be very bad. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to college football here. I already have a lock. I'm looking at it. I'm staring it dead in the eye right here. Friday night game, 8 o'clock. Nebraska plus 3.5. Illinois hasn't covered a spread all fucking year. Give me the Cornhuskers to win straight up.
He's off he's off Illinois that bad that he's taken Nebraska of all teams to beat him.
Yep, Nebraska plus 3.5. Lock it in. Easy money.
Illinois is going. He's doing his last resort, his reverse psychology. Like, come on, Illinois.
Oh shit.
I didn't get all my locks in yet. Like, I've still been kind of working on it a little, but I mean, I got a few of them, but I've still been going on my list.
I got Central Michigan here -3 at Buffalo. Buffalo is not a very good team. I'll take Central Michigan there. Washington State +4 at UCLA. Washington State's ranked in the top 15, I think. I'll take Washington State there +4. Lock that bad boy in. Iowa -2.5 at home against Purdue. Purdue, even though they just shellacked Illinois, Purdue is not that good. Give me Iowa -2.5. Give me North Carolina -8.5 at home against Syracuse. Syracuse proved last week they are the dog shits, getting absolutely smacked by Clemson. Give me North Carolina there. Alabama -2.5 at Texas A&M. Texas A&M, they look pretty good, but they're not Alabama good. Give me Alabama -2.5. Lock it in. And that's all I got right now.
That's it for you. So
That's it for me.
you had Central Michigan, Iowa, Nebraska, Carolina, Bama.
Yep. And also one more here. I know I can't stand them. I know I'm sick of hearing everybody talk about them, but give me Colorado
Oh
-4.5 at Arizona State. I think this is the get right game for Colorado. They got to turn this thing around, or they're going to start. It's going to be a fall from grace in a hurry if they lose to Arizona State this week. So -4.5. Give me that.
all right. I ended up wrapping mine up. I'm ready to go if need be.
All right, let's do it.
There's a lot of them again, but I have more success when I lock more in. I feel like. So first game, we're back on the Liberty train. -18. They're playing Sam Houston State. Not a very good team. They're 0-4. Liberty's 4-0 against the spread. We got the Red River rivalry matchup. I like Texas a lot more than I like Oklahoma. Texas is my Big 12 champion, or whatever the, yeah, I guess they're the Big 12 still.
Yep.
Oklahoma's looked pretty good, but dude, I think the Longhorns make the I think they might make the playoffs this year. Already got a big win over Bama. I think Texas ends up making it a two-possession game. Um, Call me a fool for this one. I'll take Rutgers +14 on the road at Wisconsin. Rutgers is 4-1, 4-0-1 against the spread. You locked them into on this next game. Washington State on the road at UCLA. You said it was 4.5.
Yep.
UCLA didn't look any good against Utah their last outing. Both teams coming off a bye week here. I guess Washington State needs to keep winning if they want to make some noise in the Pac-12. Virginia Tech at Florida State. Florida State -24. Big spread here, but they need a convincing win. They need to win one by a big amount, I feel like, and they're coming off a bye week, so Virginia Tech's not that good. We'll see what happens there. Alabama -2.5 at Texas A&M. Like you said, Texas A&M looking pretty good. Alabama, they need to win. They need to. That's my natty champ. I need them. Kansas -2.5 against Central Florida. Central Florida played Baylor pretty tough, but I think Kansas will more than likely blow this team out. Colorado minus 4.5 at Arizona State. Yeah, I think Colorado gets a big win here after they look somewhat decent there toward the end of the game against USC. Um, Kentucky plus 14.5 at Georgia. Georgia got lucky last week. If Kentucky shows up, they could possibly win this game. I might throw a little parlay on the Kentucky money line, parlay it with the Washington State money line, and see what happens. Um, might put a little fiver on it. Michigan minus 19.5 at Minnesota. Defense has only allowed 7 points in back-to-back games. Minnesota lost to Northwestern. I think Michigan should blow them out. We got Ole Miss minus 11.5 against Arkansas, and Oregon State minus 9.5 at Cal.
Yeah, lock me in for Oregon State too. Cal, not a good team. Oregon State got some momentum going. Can't believe Oregon State's in the top, whatever, 16, 17. That's crazy. Okay, so anything else college football wise you want to talk about?
Uh,
Ohio State playing Maryland, 19 and a half. That's a lot of points.
yeah, I don't know. It could go either way. Had that bye week against Notre Dame, so we're gonna be fresh. But Maryland's been playing tough. But again, I don't know. That game could go either way.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the NFL for this week. Thursday night game. Chicago at Washington. Washington favored by 6.5. There is nothing that I've seen out of the Chicago Bears other than leading the Broncos, who are also terrible. I did read somewhere right now the Bears have, like, if the season ended today, the Bears have the 1 and the 2 pick in this draft. If that happens, I imagine they're probably going to get rid of their head coach. They'll probably get rid of Fields, and they'll draft Caleb Williams, if I had to guess. Give me the Commanders here. Nothing. I've seen nothing out of the Bears.
Yeah, I'll take the Commanders. Yeah, Fields don't look good. Who would be the? How do they have both picks?
Via the Panthers.
Panthers for Quan Smith, maybe. I don't know.
Yep. So listen to how crazy this would be. This mock draft has them taking Caleb Williams at 1 and Marvin Harrison Jr. at 2.
I wouldn't blame him in it. Blame him at all for that.
That would be crazy.
Rebuild jump started.
I mean, and you really could have like a pick of the litter as far as available coaches. I mean, who wouldn't want to come into that situation? Because I don't think they're going to keep their head coach.
Right.
And I think they've lost 14 games in a row. I mean, that's practically an entire season of not winning. That's crazy.
Yeah, his 1 year anniversary is coming up for not winning. I think it's like October 8th or 9th or something.
And I took them to make the fucking playoffs.
What was he thinking, folks?
Unbelievable. All right. Jacksonville versus Buffalo. Where's this game played at? It's a 9:30 game again. Jacksonville playing another international game?
Probably.
You know what?
Wins.
Give me the Bills. -5.5.
Lock of the week here. I'm taking the Bills -5.5. I know they're going overseas, I guess. I didn't know that until, you just said it. But freaking blew out the Dolphins. Dolphins look like world beaters going into the last week. Josh Allen, MVP.
I hope, for your sake, I hope he wins MVP, and I hope Micah Parsons wins Defensive Player of the Year, and I hope that Justin Jefferson wins Offensive Player of the Year.
Thanks, me too. But
and then I want you to remember that I'm your brother, and that I've been good to you. I've been good to you. So just remember me when you're at the top.
If I get a couple grand, I'm cashing that bitch out. Anyways, it is picking up steam though, but it's too early to talk about it really. I just like the fact that there's a big cash out option next to it.
Too early. We're in week 5.
I know, but Dude, the NFL's a long season. Honestly, I think Parsons has been holding me back the most. Jefferson's been playing well, Allen's been playing well, but Parsons just, which I haven't really paid attention to their defense that much, but I feel like he's a little slacker right now.
What's the smallest cash out you would take?
Probably like 2.5 grand.
Damn.
I have no idea, dude. It's a big bet, so like if it gets up there, then. But I don't know if it gets up to like 700 or 800 too. That's 700 or 800 that I don't have. So
What if you got on there tomorrow and it said cash out 1,500?
cashing it out and then putting 300 back on the.
uh, Patriots -1.5 at home against the Saints. Patriots got to get something going here, I feel like, or their season's going to fall in the shitter. I'm going to lock this one in. Patriots -1.5.
Give me Derek Carr. Give me the Saints.
All right.
Money. We'll do lock versus lock here. Fuck
All right.
it.
I like it. Baltimore -4.5 at Pittsburgh. Lock of the week. Baltimore -4.5. Steelers, just another team that hasn't really showed me anything. Great defense, but my God, Kenny Pickett. What is happening? What is happening with this offense?
I'll roll with you here on lock. I'll take the Ravens as well. -4.5. Wouldn't typically do it, but yeah, it's just. I mean, Baltimore looks like the best team in that division right now, and Pittsburgh just doesn't look that great to me.
Dolphins -10.5 playing at home against the Giants. Giants, horrendous. Daniel Jones, horrendous. Can't believe they just gave that guy $40 million a year. This one is going to be a bloodbath. I'm taking the Dolphins in my survivor pick league, and I'm taking the Dolphins as a lock here. -10.5. I think they cover that easy. Giants, bad on offense, bad on defense. It's going to be ugly.
Screw it. I'll roll with you again. I'll take him as a lock as well. 10.5 is a lot of points, but like you said, the Giants just they looked terrible last night. And, the Dolphins, although they did get blown out by the Bills are a lot better than the Giants are. I just don't want it to be one of them for the Giants just end up playing really decent on defense and keep it close, like closer than what we're anticipating. But hopefully it'll be another 70-20 game.
Panthers +9 at the Lions. Who you got?
I'll take the Lions -9 here. Not as a lock. Just I don't think the Panthers look too good.
Campbell's got them looking good. He's got them looking good. They're obviously going to be a playoff team playing in a pretty weak division. So they're going to be stacking these wins. Give me the Lions. Atlanta -1 playing at home against the Texans. Texans looking pretty freaking good. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I would take Houston outright here.
Same. I'm taking Houston here.
Just Atlanta. They got a good run game, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know about their offense.
Also, can we throw Kyle Pitts some freaking balls, please? I'm sick of him scoring 6 points a week on my fantasy team. Give the man the ball. Shit.
And give the ball to Deebo Samuel as well.
Yeah, really. That was
Jesus,
bad.
dude. 0 targets. Like, if Ayuk's healthy, then they don't even look Deebo at all. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm glad I had my fantasy game locked up this week, or I would have been pissed. Colts -1.5 playing the Titans. Like I said, going to this one. Derrick Henry, I hope he has a good game. He is on my fantasy team, but I hope the Colts absolutely shellac the Titans. I think they will. Lock it in. Colts -1.5. I'll be there to watch it live.
I'm also going to lock this in here as well. Colts -1.5. I know they didn't score in the first half against the Rams, but dude, their offense just it just when it goes, like when it clicks, and it looks really smooth. We're getting Jonathan Taylor back more than likely. Um, yeah, should be a really good game for the Colts here.
Bengals -3 at Arizona. Who you got?
God, the Bengals look terrible, man. They really do. They look really, really bad. Give me the Cardinals in an upset.
Bengals 0-3-1 against the spread. Cardinals 3-1 against the spread. Bengals have to have a get right game at some point. I think it's got to be this week. Give me the Bengals -3. Eagles -4.5 at the Rams. Give me the Eagles here. That defense is going to stop. I mean, Stafford looked like he was. I mean, dude, he was limping all over the place. He only had one receiver to throw to. I think the Eagles defense is going to shut that down. Give me the Eagles.
Cooper Kupp does make his return in this game, though, and that'll give Stafford a whole another list of things to throw at. I don't know. I'm gonna take the Rams and the points here.
Damn. Chiefs -5.5 at Minnesota. Minnesota has been absolutely just a train wreck. I can't believe that. Coming off of last year where they were a pretty dominant team. Chiefs also, though, did not look good the other night. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they were nervous about Taylor Swift being in the crowd.
Can we get an over/under bet of how many times they're gonna start showing her every week? It was insane how much they were showing her on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I'm ready for. I hope they break up because I'm sick of seeing her. Give me. I think that Vikings crowd is going to be hyped. They got to rally around this team because this team's going to, much like the Patriots, they're going to be in a landslide if they don't win this game. Give me the Vikings +5.5.
I'm not gonna touch this game with a 50-foot pole, but I don't know, dude. I don't like the Vikings defense. So I'll take the Chiefs -5.5.
Denver -2 at home against the Jets. Jets looked really good the other night. Zach Wilson, maybe he's finally turning into the quarterback they had hoped he'd be when they drafted him. Give me the Jets here +2. Jets might win this one outright. Denver is bad.
I'm actually gonna lock it in as a Jets money line here.
Okay.
Yeah, Denver looks terrible. So I'm gonna take the Jets on the money line. The next game, Sunday night game. Is that the next game?
Yes, the Sunday night game. Dallas +3.5 at San Francisco.
Dude, I gotta go with San Francisco. I mean, -3.5. They're playing at home. Dallas, they look good, but dude, I can't trust them that much after their game against the Cardinals. They're playing the best defense, the team with the most talent around it. I feel like.
Has Brock Purdy lost a regular season game yet? I think the only loss he has is that playoff game when he got hurt.
Damn.
Give me the Niners. -3.5. And then we got the Monday night game. Thank the Lord there's only one Monday night game.
Yeah, why'd they stop doing the two? I'm so confused. I hate it.
I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. Green Bay -2.5 at Las Vegas. I have no idea. It's like give me the Raiders. I don't freaking know.
I'll take the Packers.
I don't know really anything about either of those teams.
Man, it's a freaking Monday night game. For why? For why? You gonna make any fantasy moves?
Fantasy moves? I might start Stafford this week. That's probably the only move I would make.
You're thinking about starting to hurt Stafford against the Eagles defense?
Yeah.
Who do the Bears got?
The Bears play the Commanders.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we got a good defense, and then You know what? I'll stick with Fields. He did good for me. So
But dude, I don't know. The Fields played the Broncos, so it's like I
yeah,
don't
man,
know.
I don't know. It's tough. But then Derrick Henry put up freaking numbers for me, so I don't want to trade him now.
Right, that's true. Um, so who's your tight end? Kyle
Kyle
Pitts,
fucking Pitts.
Jake Ferguson, Cowboys tight end. He's getting a lot of targets. He might be a name to look out for in the tight end market. They're saying that, which I don't know if Javonte Williams got hurt or not. I don't know if he's going to remain out, but they said he continues to be out. Running back, I don't know his first name, but his last name's McLaughlin, but it's spelled like McLaughlin. So that guy might be able to get some numbers. And then rookie receiver from the Cardinals, Michael Wilson, saying he's supposed to be putting up some numbers. Put up some numbers last week. Those are three names that I'm looking at to pick up probably this week. I'm tired of George Kittle doing absolutely nothing for my tight end. That's a position I'm looking to upgrade. I might ship George Kittle off somewhere and try and get a receiver or something. Debo Samuel hasn't done shit. 2 weeks that Ayuk's played, Debo Samuel has not done jack shit. The 1 week Ayuk was out, did pretty good, and then running back wise, dude, I don't have any running back depth. I'm more receiver based oriented. So
I mean, this is pretty much the end of the road for this episode. You got any last words? Any movies you're watching? Any TV shows?
um nope, I just basically be watching sports. Old Talladega, that happened this last week. Reds and Cubs both miss out on the playoffs.
Yeah,
Um
Cubs had a nine. I think I read a 94% chance to make the playoffs starting in September, and they blow it. David
yeah,
Ross has got to go. I loved him with the Cubs, World Series champion. Um, Huge part of those 2015 and 2016 teams that were freaking great. It's time to move on. He just is not the guy. Let's go get Joe Girardi or somebody else. No more David Ross. I can't do it. He makes dumb bullpen decisions. He makes dumb lineup decisions. Um, Time to go. How do you feel about Dave? Is it David Bell? Is that the Reds manager?
yeah, I mean, he ain't been too bad. I mean, I don't know. I just typical Reds year. They get your hopes up and then they let you down.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll make the playoffs next year.
They'll probably sell the farm.
Probably. Anyways, that's going to do it for us this week on the Drunk Referee podcast. Make sure you follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Drunk Referee Pod. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We are the Drunk Referee podcast on there. If you type in the Drunk Referee, we should come up. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and we will see you next week. Peace.